The Chinese are known for their industriousness, simplicity, and kindness. Yet throughout history, these diligent and good-hearted people have suffered a series of hardships. The following content is based on real events, and interested viewers are encouraged to further explore and research these historical timelines for themselves. In the late 1800s, during the last years of the Qing Dynasty, the British and the East India Company, driven by profit, began smuggling opium from British-controlled India into China. By 1830, thousands of tons of opium were being smuggled into China every year. The widespread use of opium led to a massive addiction problem, weakening the physical health of many Chinese and causing complications, which resulted in a significant loss of labor capacity. This caught the attention of the Qing government, and in 1839, Lin Zexu was appointed to combat the opium trade in Guangzhou. Lin Zexu confiscated and destroyed about 20,000 boxes of opium, leading to strong dissatisfaction from Britain. At that time, the main trade was British imports of Chinese silk, tea, and porcelain, which resulted in a significant outflow of silver to China. Britain had little to export to China, except for opium, in exchange for Chinese silver. Charles Elliot, a British trade representative and Royal Navy officer, strongly opposed the Qing government's anti-opium measures and used military action to stop the Qing government's efforts. Due to the outdated equipment of the Chinese military, Britain defeated the Qing government, leading to the signing of the Treaty of Nanking in 1842. This treaty included heavy indemnities, the ceding of Hong Kong, and the opening of several trade ports. From then on, China entered a semi-feudal, semi-colonial society. After the Qing government signed the Treaty of Nanking, other Western countries, seeing the weakness and wealth of the Qing government, exerted pressure and forced the Qing government to sign more unequal treaties, gradually turning China into a semi-colonial country. During this tumultuous period, the Qing government attempted to save the crisis through reforms, but most of these reforms failed to be implemented due to various internal and external factors. From 1850 to 1864, the Taiping Rebellion broke out, leading to a massive civil war. Then, the First Sino-Japanese War in 1894 further exposed the corruption and incompetence of the Qing government. In 1900, the Boxer Rebellion and the intervention of the Eight-Nation Alliance further diminished the international standing of the Qing government. In 1911, the Xinhai Revolution broke out, ultimately overthrowing the Qing government and transitioning China to a democratic republic under the Republic of China. However, the subsequent period of warlord conflicts led to extreme domestic instability. From 1904 to 1905, Japan and Russia even fought a war on Chinese soil, competing for Chinese territory, resulting in heavy losses of civilian homes and farmlands. In 1927, the nationalist government's northern expedition temporarily unified the country, giving the Chinese people a brief respite. However, in 1931, Japan launched the Mukden Incident and forcibly occupied northeast China. The nationalist government hoped for international mediation, but to no avail. In 1937, Japan launched a full-scale war against China, committing countless atrocities, inhuman massacres, and using living people for bacterial experiments and live dissections. Many Chinese people died or were displaced from their homes, losing their properties and lands because of the war. In 1945, with the unity of the Chinese people and international aid, Japan was finally defeated. In 1949, the People's Republic of China was established, regaining sovereignty and territorial integrity. The Chinese people finally had their own land to live and work in peace and contentment, and began a new journey of rebuilding their homeland and pursuing development.